I begin first in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. I ask first that blessings and peace be upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, upon all the prophets and all the messengers of peace throughout history, throughout time. May God also send prayers and peace upon all of those who are seeking peace in their communities, seeking to help their communities, seeking to be a bringer of peace to their communities. I begin first with this prayer, and I too also ask that we take a moment of silence. That we take a moment of silence to pray in our own way, whatever that might be, to ourselves or aloud. But I begin first by encouraging those of you to recite Al-Fatiha to do so. Al-Fatiha. 19-year-old Razan Muhammad Abu-Salha. 21-year-old Yasur Muhammad Abu-Salha. 23-year-old Deah Barakat. Their lives were taken from them much too soon. And in fact, much like yourselves, I heard about it through social media before anything else. But to be honest, the moment that it really hit my heart, the moment when I did break down in tears, was when I saw the video of our brother Deah Barakat asking people to support his mission to bring dentistry care to refugees of the Syrian crisis. It reminded me of a video which I saw maybe nearly 10 years ago. It was a video which was produced by a group of people who wanted to respond to the rise in Islamophobia then. It was a beautiful video. It depicted Muslims doing everyday things, and they were holding signs. One was a young couple, and as they're sitting on the couch next to each other, the woman was holding a sign that said, "This was not an arranged marriage. We fell in love." Another one was of a young convert brother who's holding a sign that said, "I love to place my forehead down on the ground in prostration." And another one which said, "SubhanAllah, Allah made me funny." Showing all the different types of Muslims in a beautiful response to the rise in Islamophobia at that time. But when I saw this video of our dear departed brother, it reminded me of one of the signs I saw. It was of a woman holding a sign that said, "When I die, I want those in need, the poor, those who are in need of care, to miss me." To be honest, my brothers and sisters in humanity and in Islam, I think that's the exit that our brother and sisters got from this world. They are missed not just by us, but they're missed by those people who depended upon them in their local community, those people who depended upon them and were relying upon them to arrive also in Turkey to care for their needs. I can only ask and pray that when I go and we all have a time that's awaiting for us, that we leave and people miss us, those people whom we serve, those people whom we serve. And so generally speaking, there are three responses, three ways we can respond when someone we care about passes away. One is that, and perhaps this is one of the most important ones, is that we pray for them. We're holding here candles of light, but let us not forget that is related within the Islamic tradition, that when you pray for the dead, they receive our prayers in platters of light as gifts from the living, who remember them for their good and wish them well even though they've preceded us. So let us not think that these candles are the only light that we are shining tonight. In our prayers, let us also remember the light that we're sending to the departed in our prayers for them. Number 2, of those things that it's encouraged to do when we hear of someone we care about who has passed away, is also to reflect on our own mortality. Ours is not too far away. Our brother Deah and Yusuf were only just married. How many of us, married or otherwise, have made plans for the future? First I'm going to get married, then I'm going to go to university, then I'm going to get this job, then I'm going to do this. Do you not think that they made those same plans? Do you not think that they also had plans for their future? So too do we. And let us not be deluded that today is the day to do that thing, and I speak to myself first, that you've been and I've been wanting to do in serving our community and in serving others. This is why I broke down when I saw our brother Deah's video. This is how, mashallah, he's being remembered. I cannot speak for it all the way his life was taken from him, along with his wife and his sister-in-law. And I don't even want to hint at it any more than that, because it's vicious. But I want to focus on how so many people started supporting his dentistry, his trip. This is that legacy. This is the legacy that we could support. We could spend this whole night talking about the media, talking about the absence of this in the mainstream media. I encourage yourself and myself to think of the good of their lives, to remember that and to pray for them, which brings me to the third and final thing to keep in mind when someone we care about passes away. And that is taking care of their debts. This might be something as simple as paying off any sort of bills that they have left remaining. The challenge that I raise to myself first and then to all of you is consider what our brother and sisters was trying to do. We're trying to do. The debt that they have left is now there's 3 less people in this world who are caring for others near and far. Who amongst us are going to fill that debt? Who amongst us are going to fill their shoes? That is the type of debt I want to see paid off in this city and in every city across the world.